Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you with the newest release from our lovely Julia. So you have seen me do how many cards. So these are the absolutely gorgeous stamps. So we've got Charlotte and Enid. We've got Millie and Olive, Nora and Frida, Chirps Villa, Tweets Hut, and Uma and Edna. So absolutely gorgeous. I do have a video on my YouTube channel showing you the full kit in its absolutely gloriousness. Don't even know if that makes any sense. We've got some gorgeous papers. I have already done some colouring in and bits. Now, the one thing that I didn't show because they hadn't arrived, and now I've put them away for safekeeping. But now it's trying to find out and work out where I've put them. But there's some gorgeous stencils. Like, I'm not even joking, guys. The stencils are amazing. Actually, I think, yeah, I put them in here. Oh, they're absolutely good. I've got some fuzzy cut bits ready as well. Wait till you see these. So I didn't have these when I filmed my how many cards. So yeah, these, oh, they're brand new and they're absolutely stunning and beautiful, and we are definitely going to be using them today. So I need something. Let's use this. We have got hearts. How gorgeous are those hearts? And they're just beautiful. So we have hearts. Then we have this. It looks to me like snowfall. And then we've got, like, I want to say mistletoe, but it's more like we've got berries and we've got floral leaves. So foliage elements, absolutely beautiful. And then, oh my goodness me, this one is just so gorgeous. How beautiful is that? And I don't know if it's coming up very well. I need a darker sheet of paper, I think. Let's have a look. I know which one we can use. We'll use this one. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? That's like a galaxy with flowers in it, isn't it? It's just absolutely stunning. So can't wait to get them used. So just go back over them again. How beautiful are those? So my idea today is I have this box that had charcoal in it, and it was from the works, and I have took everything out. I can't get that bit of glue off, unfortunately, but it is fine. I do need to try and get it off because I'd like to decorate inside of it if we can. Oh, there we go. Well, I got a little bit of off, so it's good to know that we can get a little bit off. Anyway, we need it all flat because I'm going to cover the inside with the absolute gorgeous papers and decorate up the inside. I just thought, how nice would it be to decorate up a box using the newest release. Now please do be careful when doing this because I don't think I'm doing very well at doing this. Okay, we're nearly there. So what I want to do is for the outside, so I'm going to decorate, yeah, let's do the outside first, because then if we've got any leakage from any of our mediums that go through into the centre, there we go, that's better, into the centre, then we know that it's not going to ruin our papers at all. And there's just a little bit more glue there. Like I said, please do be careful when doing this. So I haven't exactly got the best. It doesn't help with this silly brace. Right, okay, there we go. So that's it. Right, so what I want to do is on the outside, I'm wanting to use the, let me just move this because it's hurting. Right. I want you to use the stencils, and I'm thinking that we're going to get some texture paste, so I might just use my gesso actually, and I'm going to use this gorgeous stencil. So this is the one that I really want to use because this one is, it has to be my favourite. So let's grab the white gesso. Like so. So I'm using 13 Arts Gesso, which is a really nice thick gesso. So use whatever you want. You can mix a bit of 13 Arts Gesso with a bit of PVA glue. Well, just some white gesso with some PVA glue and some talc, and that will give you a paste as well. So it'll give you a texture paste. Now I'm wanting the whole section of this. If you can hear anything, it is Quincy. So let me just move my stool away from him because he keeps banging into it. So Quincy is trying to get himself comfortable in his bed. So I have a couple of hours this morning before I have to do anything. So I thought I'm going to come and start a few different projects and have a good play, because I think I've already told you I have to be an adult now and I don't like it. So before I have to do adult duties, I'm going to have a play. So it's terrible, that, isn't it? Right, that one's empty. So let's get rid of that. Let's open the brand new one. I love opening a brand new one. You just can't beat it. So I actually bought a bigger tub this time because I go through so much of it. It's just terrible. So that is that. So let's take off any excess. Okay. Oh, there's a hair in there. It looks like to be off a paintbrush of some sort. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that just absolutely stunning? Oh, this is going to look amazing. Right, I'm going to open it out because I'd like the bottom half as well doing. So I'm actually going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to have it this way. So like this. So let's get some more of our texture paste. Like I say, I am using gesso for this just because my gesso is really thick, but any texture paste will do for this. You don't have to use what I'm using. Honestly, guys, I just use what you have. Oh my word. Except I highly suggest get this stencil because it's amazing. It's absolutely stunning. Like, I can't get over how gorgeous it is. So I think it's going to be one of my new ones that I use a lot of. Right, okay, so that's that. I don't think it's going to be, oh, it has. I was going to say, I didn't think it would be as good as what that one is, but it is. It's just as good. So I am going to allow that to dry. And I am going to clean off my tools, so let's leave that to dry. And then what I want to do, once it's dried, on this part here, well, actually I might be able to do it now, because I'm thinking I want to add in some of the dots, but not perfect dots, if you know what I mean. Like, oh, that's moved. Oh, that moved terribly, although it looks fine. So let's try that again on this side. So I don't want them perfect, so just as well, because that is a mess. But yeah, I think that'll do. Right, so I'm going to go and clean off my goodies, and then once this is dry, we're going to come back, and I think I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to do a layer of white gesso once it's dried. So just a very thin layer, and then we'll come, I'm going to start colouring it and decorating it up. And then inside, like I said, I want to put some of the papers, because the papers are just beautiful, and we're really going to make this really, really pretty. So I will be back when this is dried. Okay, so I'm back, and this has dried. It's actually been quite a few days. It's actually been a couple of weeks, shall we say, since I did this. Life has just been so busy. So we are going to get it finished. Right, let me just grab a few brushes. So what I'm going to do is I just want to make sure that where that Crawford black is on there, that we cover that up. And then the rest, I want to keep it the thingy colour, the colour of the box. So it's going to be as if like, so I'm going to come in with my clear gesso. So there's just there, I think, just double checking it inside. Ow, trying to do it myself. So what I'm going to do is I've done that. Yep, I thought I did. I'm going to grab my clear gesso. Oh, and then what I'm going to do is do the clear gesso all the way around it. Because I would like I said, I want that wood colour to show. Because I'm thinking, the more I look at this, like I've been looking at it now for a couple of weeks. At first I wanted this really bright, and I wanted it quite bold. Well, actually, I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking that I want to have it just a slight little bit of colour in around where the stenciling is. And then just plain wood, because I think the plain wood is just beautiful. Actually, do you know what, let's do that. It makes life much easier. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, is that we just do that. So I'm going to put on the clear gesso, and then we're going to leave that to dry. But like I said, it's strange, isn't it? Because when you first start something, you go one direction. Then if you leave it, especially if you leave it for a long period of time, oh, wrong one. Oh well. And then especially if you leave it for a long period of time, you'll find that what you want to do actually changes. So yeah, like I say, I want rid of that black. So I'm just, it might be that, give that a blast with the heat tool and then come over that. But I like, there we go. I like the fact that we've just got like a cloud there of white, and then if I get white on other places, that is fine. It's just all going to add to it. So right, okay, so I'm gonna get this all nicely coloured, not coloured, sorry, dry. Now don't neglect your side guides. You won't believe how important it is to have those sides also done, especially if you're wanting to add a little bit of colour. Even if you're not wanting to add the colour, putting that gesso on also acts as a protective layer. So yeah, it's always worth just going in and doing it, because you just never know. You never know where your creativity is going to go or where it's going to take you. So yeah, I need to get this finished. I'm so behind on my makes. Oh, I think that's the, yep, that's the post. So I'll go and grab that in a moment. So yeah, I'm so behind on a few of my makes that I really, just, life has become absolutely manic. Yeah, I can't even tell you how mad it's been. But yeah, hopefully we are, you know, getting back to some normality, or a new normality, because husband has just started working. And yeah, Lucy's, so as most of you know, my daughter has a rare genetic disorder, so she is classed as special needs, and yeah, she's took daddy going back to work quite difficult. So yeah, so all of my time at the minute has gone to her, because my time with her is more important. But she's at college today. This is our first week without having to go into college and get her and make sure she's okay. And yeah, oh, it's absolutely wonderful to, yeah, to know that she's starting to settle just that little bit. So yeah. But how gorgeous have those stencils dried. So I know I'm changing subject, but I just can't get over how beautiful that looks all dried. So there is a link in the description box of where you can buy these stencils. So do check that out, because honestly, they're just absolutely divine. I love it. Right, okay, so that is that. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to dry this, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back. Right, that's all nice and dry. So I'm going to use this. This is a Lumi paint, just because I have it in my stash. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is full of mica. like really, really full of mica, and it is just absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to pop it on, and then I'm going to spray a load of water on it, because I don't want this to be super thick, if you know what I mean. I want it to be like pigmented, but quite a loose pigment. I don't even think that makes any sense. Anyway, right, so I'm just sort of spreading that in, because I want, like I said, I want this to be quite natural. Now I'm soaking some of this water up because there's just way too much on there, but oh, look at that, how gorgeous does that look. Just gonna help reactivate just some of it. So all that mica is just beautiful on there, so I'm just gonna get some more. And you don't have to use this Loomies. You could just use mica powder, I think, for this, and like a hairspray or something, you know, to make sure that it stays put. So that's what I'm looking for. So I want this, like I said, I want this very loose, I don't want like it to be really bold colours. I want this to stay quite, yeah, quite pale. So that's that. So I'm just going to close that off, and then in here I want a nice purple. So let's have a look. I'm thinking the mauve, actually. So I'm thinking this one. So the pearl, that one, wildberry, yeah. So I'm going to go with the mauve, which is on my Arteza gouache set, and it's one of my favourite colours, and I think that's going to go perfectly with this set. Oh, look at that, I've mixed it in with that blue, but that is fine. So get that nicely activated, because what I'd like to do is just pop it on the colour in and around here. I'm not doing anything special. You can see I'm just dabbing the colour on, and I'm letting that water that's already on this piece do all the work for me. So that's what we're sort of doing here, just like that, and I just think it's gonna look gorgeous. So just making sure, yeah, oh, how nice is that? Right, okay, what I'm going to do is let's quickly dry this. Let's see how it dries. I'm just using my heat tool, and do the same to this side. And the good thing about using the heat tool as well is you can actually push some of that pigment to where you want it, and get some really nice effects, especially if you've got lots and lots of water on it as well. Because what I'm thinking, it also helps you think about what you want to do next as well using your heat tool. That looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to continue like so. Okay. And then, so what do I want to do next? I'm wondering whether to add some splashes. I've got a really nice blue just here. What blue is that? Let's have a look. It's the fourth one in. Oh, so it's a Celerian blue, and I think that's going to go really nicely. So what I might do now, let's dry this off just a little bit more. Okay, just like that. Because I'm thinking this blue would look gorgeous if we were to activate that, and if we used it, where's where have I put my paintbrush, guys? Can you see my paintbrush anywhere? It's not, where? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I'm thinking that this might be a really nice blue just to pop on, you know, some splashes, because I think this, and then I think I'm going to come in with the darker purple. Although we've got that violet, this one here, which is there, we could use the violet. That would be nice. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so that's nicely activated. So we've got some colour on. Oh, there. There's just something about splashes that I just think really make something work very nicely. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, so just a little bit more. Right, and on there. Right, yeah, I think I'm going to go in with the purple as well. So you can see by doing very little, we're creating this beautiful, beautiful effect. And by putting very little paint on the wood and having that wood exposed, I think it's just made it pop even more. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go in with this purple now. And we're going to have, this is a violet, so it's really deep, dark purple. I'm going to just pop that on. As well. So, and on this side, I don't want too much, but I do want, I'm sort of following a pattern as well with it. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And that just looks, look at that, isn't that just stunning? Yeah, right, okay, so what I'm going to do, let's get this dry. I'm wondering whether to leave it to dry itself or whether or not to blow dry it. Oh, I don't know, guys, because I think we're going to get different effects from both. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to heat it. Let's see what happens when I heat it. Right, so I'm going to go off camera for this, and yeah, I'll be back once it's done. Yes, I'm back. Oh, that looks just absolutely stunning. So I have my gilding waxes here. So this one is in silver. Let me just move my... put my paints away because I'm not going to need them anymore. And what I want to do is, I'm just going to close the box, is I'm going to add some of this. So I'm just putting a bit on, and I just want to go around all the edges with the gilding wax. Just to frame it. I was thinking gold because the clasp's gold, however I just think that the silver is just going to be ever so delicate and just perfect for this. So we've gone with the silver. I mean, it's just looking absolutely gorgeous. And I just love how it looks. But you know, it goes to show that, I mean, the stencil that we've used has been shown off in all of its glory. With very little, I mean, look at that. How amazing is that? I do. I really, really love it. I just think it's so beautiful. Right, I think I've definitely got a bit too much on there, but that's fine, because it all adds to it. So I'm just sort of doing like a rough like bits of silver on the spine so that it sort of all blends in quite nicely. And then around that edge we want that silver, and then again around that edge, run it along there. I'm just going over those metal embellishments as well. So again, just because we want the sides, I don't want to put colour on them. I mean, we did prep them with our gesso, so that really will help with adding this gilding wax. But I just love that wooden look, so which is why I'm really not adding anything else. And it's very bland for me. Normally I really go in, but I don't know, I changed my mind since starting it, and the more I've looked at it, the more that I wanted that grain to show. I wanted it all to be about the stenciling. I just think it just looks absolutely beautiful. So you don't have to have your piece completely filled with lots and lots of stuff. So yeah, okay. So you can just add tiny amounts of pieces. I mean, I am going to add this gilding wax onto that clasp because I do prefer the silver, but I just think it adds to it. I mean, that actually has dried on there, lovely. I really like that. Okay, and then a little bit around there. I just need to check. I'm just getting what's on my fingers off now. Around, I think we've done everywhere. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that, so let's pop that away. Okay, and let's have a look. So I do want to do inside of it. So let's open the inside. So I do want to put some paper in there. So I'm just going to use my ruler to measure. So I want it, if I do 7 3/4, 7 3/4 by 4 1/2. So that's the size of the pieces that I want. So 7 3/4 by 4 1/2. So let's move this out of the way. I've just got my Tonic Studios board out, so this is going to help. I need to find somewhere to put all my stuff. So I want this to be 4 1/2. Okay, so 4 1/2 by 7 3/4. So that is one side. Oh, I need a new blade in that. That's gone very fluffy. Very fluffy actually indeed. So I'll have to, oh, I will be back in a second. So sorry about that, that was the door. Right, I do have new blades for that, but I have no idea where I put them, so I will have to dig them out. So we're going to actually make a feature out of the fact that these have ripped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, oh no, where did I put it? Is it in there? No. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank goodness for that. So I'm actually going to go around with my distress tool. So yeah, never worry and never panic if, like, you know, like there my blade was all, it needs a new blade putting in. Don't panic, there's always ways around it. So in this case, I mean, if that happens and it is giving a fluffy edge or it's not cutting properly, just distress your edges. And it just looks as though it was meant to be. So yeah, there's always a way to fix something. Right, so I'm just going to go all the way around the edge. Okay, like so. And then down here. Okay, and then that's going to sit in there like that. So let's glue those down. Because we need it to have, we want it, don't we, to have it so that it looks pretty on the inside, because you don't want to open the box and it just be plain and boring. It's always nice to do the whole thing. So I want that in that corner, and there should be a border around it, which there is. So if we stick that down nicely, just like that. There we go. How gorgeous does that look? And then let's do the same with this side. So again, I'm just going to pop glue all the way around. Okay, like so. And then we're going to stick that in. And again, I know that I did a border, so make sure the border's in. And then we're going to just try and get it so that it's straight. There we go. Or as straight as we can get it. Oh, how nice is that? That just looks gorgeous inside now. And then this is the outside. Now I've got to work out which one I want the front. I think this one. And what I want is from the papers. We do have some sentiments. So let's find, oh, it's not here. Oh, let's cut them. So I'm thinking that right, oh, I don't know, they're all so nice. I'm thinking warm winter wishes. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to cut this out. Okay, like so. Yeah, and we're just going to have that literally just across there, and maybe I don't want anything else. Oh, this is hard. I think the only other thing that I would maybe have would be one of these flowers, because it matches in with the stencil beautifully. So I think I'm going to have one of these. So I am going to use my big scissors to fussy cut this out, which I've never done before, but I'm sure we will be fine. Okay, so just going all the way around it. But yeah, it's the only thing that I'm thinking that I want on this, because I really want that stenciling to actually shout out. Okay, so just going all the way around like so. Oh, I love fussy cutting. I've been fussy cutting for days now. I'm loving it. I actually timed myself the other day and I was well impressed. I was that impressed. I sent the time and the picture off to our Julia, and Julia was well impressed as well. I think we were both well impressed. So I'm going to have this as a banner. So to do the banners, I just cut up the centre and then go from each corner and to that centre bit, and it always gives you a perfect banner. So let's glue this down. I'm going to make sure there's plenty of glue on this as well, and we're just going to have that there. That's going to sit across there, and then we're going to have that there, and I am going to keep them flat just because it is a box that, yeah, can be used quite a bit, and when you open it, it would flatten it anyway. So as you open it, it's going to flatten that flower. So it is one of those that I'm going to keep like that. I wonder why that come in with my silver pen. I do have my glitter pen that we could add some sparkle to. But then I suppose it's got sparkle on it from, yeah, it's not really adding much. I think I'm just playing for the sake of playing there. Oh, see, I think if I was to do any doodling on it, it would be with my silver pen, but I don't think I want to. I think I like it just like that. So I think I'm going to leave it there. So there you have it. That is my decorated box, and I absolutely love it. I love how simple it is and how very little is going on, yet it looks absolutely beautiful. So that's one side, and then that's the back of it. That could be that way. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. I can't stop looking at it. I love the colours. I wish you could see that shine on it. The shine just looks amazing. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. So it is using the gorgeous brand new collection from our lovely Julia. So there is links in the description box below, so do check that out. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.